Alright, we're going to make some quick little resin projects. You got your part A here, halfway up the cup. Part B, which is the hardener, halfway up the cup. This one is thinner. As you can see, we're going to pour that one into this one because it's thicker. You should be wearing gloves, however, I don't have any currently. So I have an order for a show, so I'm going to be making these today. You can order any mold you want, does not have to be this. I also have things like these. You can buy turtles, you can buy middle fingers, you can buy chakras, self-defense molds. I'm also going to be repairing my mess ups here for prank spill cups. So now I'm going to pour that into here. And I am going to scrape the cup. I don't have a stand, so I'm going to pause you for a minute. Alright, so now we have a resin and a hardener in the same cup, not mixed in together quite yet. And you can see resin is down here, hardener is up here. So we're going to stir that all in together until it is clear. It's okay if there's a little bit of bubbles, we'll take care of that. But you're going to mix this until it's clear, so I'm going to do that and show you different snippets as I'm going along. Now this is a very important part. You can see all the lines in there, hopefully. So there's different lines happening in here, and that's the hardener and the resin mixing together. If you don't have it fully mixed together, you will have soft spots, you'll have bubbles that are gooey that come out. You just won't cure correctly if you don't stir your resin all the way. Now this resin is a 50-50 mix, so 50% hardener, 50% resin. Not all of them are that way. So you'll have to read your instructions to make sure you do it right. I also have containers that have measurements on them. I'm not using them today, and my table is a little bit of a disaster, so I apologize. But we're gonna mix this in. You're gonna scrape along the edges the whole time. Scrape your stick off. I prefer a silicone stick, but I'm working on the fly here. So I'm gonna mix this up. Okay, so we are all mixed up. It is clear, you can see all the way to the bottom. Yes, there are bubbles, but you wanna know what's cool about the bubbles? You can just give them a quick little zap when they come up to the top, and then they go away. So you can let this sit for a few minutes if you're wanting to do a clear project so that all the bubbles will rise up. However, I'm not doing a clear project, so I don't really care that there's any bubbles in here. So I'm okay with that today. Now I've put a little bit in this cup. I'm gonna put a bunch of glitter into this guy. I got some glow. We want it to glow a lot. And then I have this super glittery green. I want to just dump a whole bunch in there so that we're super green and glittery because it's a pot leaf or hemp leaf, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to mix that in. Alright, so now I have my glitter and glow all mixed together. We're going to pour it into this mold here. You're just going to let it fill up. Alright, we're at the top. That's perfect. And I wanted to hopefully have enough for some of these guys. we're gonna do that. These have all been sprayed with a mold release spray so that they'll pop out nice and easy. However, silicone does release very easily on its own, but we like to just make sure that it's gonna. Alright, and you know, I'm feeling a little bit sassy, so I'm gonna throw this guy down. Let's see. You just kind of go along, making sure you get all the little pieces. And I don't really care that it maybe is going to go over the edge a little bit, because you can break that all off at the end. So now I have some of those done. I am gonna show you quick here. Got my little molds, and this is the green glow, so they'll all look like this. This one's thin, so it will just glow and have a little hint of green. And now I'm gonna mix some brown into this. Alright, so now I have my cocoa-y, coffee-ish brown, and I have my cups that I tried it in and it flash cured. So I'm just going to give it a shot, try and save them again. So I'll pour some in there, pour some in this one, maybe a little more in that guy. And now I have some brown left over, which is kind of a weird color, but I'll figure it out. I'll get something going. So with these now, I'm going to swirl it around so I get my color on everything, and since we had our whoopsie daisy on this side, it has to come over this way. We gotta have some spill out over there. So now we're making our spill cup. And we're gonna do the same with this guy, but we're gonna give it a little more room. Alright, so back to this whole spinning it around thing. Making sure we get it on all the spots, all the things. We're gonna pour it out. Make sure it gets everywhere. That was a mistake. And this cup needs to have it on the handle because I had a little whoopsie on the handle there. So you gotta make sure it gets on that. Alright. And now we're thinking maybe a little cocoa. So now you want to be like, oh, I spilled cocoa. That's what happened. So you're going to throw some of your little rocks in here. And it's going to look like you spilled hot chocolate. And it's going to cover up a little bit of your mistakes. So that'll be sweet. And there we go. Some hot chocolate spills here that are almost touching. That's not a good sign. But I'll fix it. Alright, and then you just give everything a little torch, pop them bubbles, and then you wait. Look at my mess.